on now. So guys, keep firing in questions and thoughts. Sorry about that. I don't know why that happened. That's very strange. So we had a bunch of people in here and now we lost them all. So that's kind of a little bit irritating. Guys, jump on in. Let me know what's happening. I mentioned the Memphis stuff already. I talked through everything that I'm doing. So really the last part of the show is going to be for any Q&A. So go ahead and let me know if you have any questions, because I don't have anything else to add to what I'm doing until we have more news. You got those of you who have my lineups, you know what I'm playing in the big ones right now. As of right now, they're definitely going to change a little bit. We're still waiting on news, obviously, so they have to change. But yeah, sorry about that cutoff. Hey, MJ, sorry about that. I don't know why when Sheets left, it just cut off. I was talking to myself there for like 10 minutes. But just fire on in any questions. I don't have anything else to add to what I'm doing. So I'm happy to answer any questions, even if they're repeat questions, because I have a little bit of time as I get ready for this slate. And then we've got the live sweat show tonight, 11 Eastern, guys. Hopefully somebody's got a chance at something big. Let's get it. Let's try and get like some real money tonight. This is the kind of slate that I usually love to play a ton of lineups. And because I had to travel, because I had to leave town because the power was out basically in all of my town. And then I just got back, so I didn't get to as many lineups. Merit to fading the first game. I'm not fading it. I basically have players from that game in almost all my lineups. So Porzingis, Avdia, Monty Morris, and I think some DeLon Wright and Goodwin is okay. I just am not overly excited about it. You could fade it. I just personally like those guys. So I'm playing some of it, and I actually have a little stack with Jamal Murray and some. I'm probably going to get a little bit less Murray, but I do want to play those three, the Morris, Avdia, Porzingis, Murray, hope it stays close situation. Also really I did post my bets of the day, but really like Washington +9 at home here. I feel like that's a lot of points for a Denver team that's been struggling. So, and even when they've won, some of the scores aren't really they were really close games that they pulled away at the end. All right. So anything else before I get out of here? Sorry again about the confusion when Sheets got out of here. And I hate that. I'm sorry that happened. I hate that it did it, but I'm happy to answer anything else. We just got to make sure. And it still says the NBCA Survivor Chat. I don't know what happened with Sheets. I've never seen him. He's usually pretty unflappable. But he was definitely a little bit wound up. Hopefully everything's all right in Cheats land. All right. Just change the stream. Okay. All right. So anything else, guys? Anything else you got questions on? Anything else you want to talk about? Anything else, how are your golf lineups looking? I didn't even get to play myself. I threw one lineup in that didn't really make much sense because I thought I was thinking Thursday as usual with golf. Obviously that wasn't the case. Yeah, I played some of the guys I played actually doing pretty well. Unfortunately, Svensson is now down today. I played him quite a bit, or I played him in my only lineup. Sorry, not quite a bit. I was going to play him quite a bit. I have all my percentages of guys I would have had. JT Poston is beating Fleetwood. I actually had Poston. I had Max Homa. John Rahm blew it against Fowler, and then I had Minwoo Lee, who's probably going to be one of the decent scores of the day. Well, at least he just won that was. I love the matches where you have a bunch of guys winning holes. It's so much fun. I don't have Jabari Smith isn't really rated as a play for me, but if you want to take a shot, sure. Yeah, I think it's fine. And I have no interest myself, but it's the worst situation he's been in a while, considering that, well, not worse than he was last night or last game, because Şengün is back. So as of right now, he is anyway. We never know what this guy's. But I think Jabari's fine. I'm certainly not trying to play Jabari. No. Collins is fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with playing Collins. I don't think it's like a great play or a bad play. I just don't think it's I don't think it's that much of a play anyway. I don't feel like it's tempting. I don't feel like I think he's solid at 5,200. It's a very, very cheap price for him. I think it's totally reasonable. The final spot, I would rather. I'm trying not to play Jabari. I don't. Jabari is always has a ceiling, but I don't know. And this is the kind of matchup, but I would rather play the other guys from that game. And I guess if you had exactly 6,600 left at a forward spot, I guess that's fine, especially if you got 3 Memphis guys. I think Scotty Barnes individually is a better play probably. But I think it's fine. I'm not playing. I have Roddy and Contra together in one lineup, and I don't feel great about it, so I'm probably going to try and get off that. Good question, Remo. Like I just don't feel good about that at all. Zach Collins at 6,200. I don't have Zach Collins is projecting well. You guys, everybody else can have it. I'm not playing Zach Collins personally. I like Zach Collins as a basketball player. I actually think that he's gonna. I'm curious where his career is going to go because I think he could be a dangerous like off the bench guy for a good team. He just has like that type of skill set where he could be really good for a lot of good teams as a guy who plays like 20 minutes a night. And I think that, some good teams might want him. I think he's fine. I just am personally letting other people do it. He gets, he's been getting his 30 minutes and they are sitting some guys. So he's totally fine. I just am personally not all that excited. I think Collins is a better play than, I think more of the time he gets to 40 than Jabari does. I think maybe Jabari gets to 50 more. If that makes any sense. 6,800. And is it a forward only all gems or is it any position at 6,800? I still think the best play at forward is probably Scotty Barnes. Zach Collins would be the other one, I guess. But again, I'm not using Collins. I'm just not ending up in that. I don't know. I didn't end up in that price range. I think Christian Wood is the sneaky one that could be a really good play. Barnes is questionable. But I think that I'm looking at it as if he's probably going to play as of right now. That's where I'm at. But is it a forward spot? It is a forward spot. Okay, yeah. So if you needed just a forward, I think Scotty Barnes would be my favorite. And I think that Jabari probably would be the next guy. So I hear you. I understand why you do it. I certainly would have Jabari in some. I also think OG Anunoby is totally in play as well. All three of those guys are fine. There's so many guys I want to play on this slate. I don't want to have to end up on a mid-tier guy that I'm not crazy about. That's just my personal build today. Anything else, guys? Fire it up. Let's talk a little bit. Let's see if there's anything else. I got 5 more minutes before I have to go build the rest of my lineups and see if there's any news that is going to come out and update you all in the premium Discord. So let me know. So it looks like we're drying up. But guys, I really appreciate you guys. Make sure to like, please. I know we have 2 different videos now, so it's really weird, but please like and subscribe if you haven't. There were people asking me about the Better Takes Discord because I did post my bets in there. And we're starting to get that Discord is going a little bit. So it's kind of a fun one. I'm going to do this and drop the Better Takes Discord. Halliburton is out. I'm not sure that all the Indiana players are priced that way anyway. I'm not sure I'm going to do anything with this. I'm curious what the projections do. I think Mathurin would be my favorite. Yeah, I think Mathurin would be my favorite. I think that the Indy is going to get killed though, personally. Keep firing on anything else, guys. Happy to talk about anything for another 5 minutes. And with that, it looks like the questions have dried. Oh, Morant off the bench. There we go. That means Ja Morant will not be in one of my 777s then. He will be in other lineups of mine, but he will not be in the 777s if he's coming off the bench. I'm just afraid that means 28 minutes, not without the 32, 34, 36 even upside. So I'm a little worried about that. On another slate, I'd be talking about how it's great because it's sneaky, but like it's just not the right slate. There's just so many good plays. So that's going to allow me to do some stuff because I do have that weird lineup where I've got Davis, Ja Morant, Trae Young, and Chris Paul, and everybody else is like 3K, 3,300 each. Any cat interest? Nope. I made a conscious effort to not even look at Cat's price because I just think that's not a good play. No for me. Yeah, there's the thing. I don't know that I really don't know the Halliburton thing is going to make much of a difference, to be honest. It's a terrible matchup for the point guard. I think Mathurin is the best play, I guess, of them. But I mean, just remember what Indy does. Like we saw this the other night. We just got this. And it's interesting that on a worse slate, you had TJ McConnell like basically unowned, and for good reason. He only played 23 minutes. I think he ended up that was a weird game, but it ended up being close. And they ended up blowing the lead to Charlotte. McConnell's like, I think you could use some of them for sure, but I'm not going to try and prioritize that guy on a loaded slate. I think Miles Turner, but I don't understand what's happening with his minutes. It just feels weird. They're not playing him like 30 plus minutes, and I don't understand what they're doing, to be honest with you. I'm not that interested in the Pacers, to answer that question. I keep answering the same thing. Brian, to answer the question about the under 4K, it is unfortunately Roddy, and probably I actually like the upside of Sharp tonight. So I guess it'd be those two. I don't feel great about it. Kyle Lowry, if you can get a point guard spot, but again, those are tough to come by. Not really crazy about the value, which is weird that I'm playing some. I think Chris Boucher for the lottery is a reasonable play. I already talked about my spend up plays for FanDuel, but I'll do it again. It's going to depend. We don't know. We don't know if Harden's in yet. So it's Trey. Well, if Harden's out, it's number one is Luka anyway. Luka, Embiid, then Embiid if Harden's out, then Trey. Oh no, sorry, then Lillard or Trey. I think either one of those guys is fine. Yeah, Towns is not a play. I don't even know why we're talking about it. One second. Let's see. I've got to send something over here. All right, let's see what else we got here. Looks like, are we drying up, guys? Are we reaching? We're reaching the point where we're definitely answering the same questions over and over again. I'm not playing Giannis at all. No, I don't think it's a good play. It's obviously a good matchup. I think I have him as my 11th favorite spend up today. So I don't have any. I won't have one lineup with Giannis, I don't think. And again, I'm not very interested in the Pacers. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Good luck to everybody. I'll be in Discord. I'll update if I change anything about the Indiana situation. I just don't see anybody I'm actually curious what the projections are going to do with Mathurin, I guess. But I think they're going to get crushed. I really do. I think Toronto's going to win this game pretty handily. I think Mathurin, yeah. I guess Mathurin, maybe Neesmith, maybe Turner, maybe Nembhard. I just don't feel great. You can take a shot with Buddy Hield, I guess, but I don't know. I'm not doing it. Yeah, I'm not playing Morant anymore. Thanks, MJ, for that, though. Morant is going to come out of my lineup, so I've got to go rebuild. Good luck to everyone tonight. Crush it. Make sure to like and subscribe, all that nonsense, and